Fifth grade. You are at an important threshold in your life. You are leaving your childhood behind and you are moving into your adolescent years. I want to slow down for a second before life goes really fast and talk to you about change. These next few years of middle school will be full of change. The people around you will be changing and you will, no doubt, be changing too. What will you make of all of this change? Will you embrace it? Will you reject it? Will you seek advice from others to help you get through it? Will you help others through it? You see, some of you out there are going through things. Maybe you're going through difficult changes in your life right now. Maybe your parents or your family is struggling. Maybe your body is changing in ways that you're not exactly comfortable with yet. Maybe you felt distance from your friends and maybe your grades are not what you wanted them to be. But there's another side of that story, the other side of change that I want to focus on. What about the strength that you're gaining from those difficult moments? The courage that you're gaining from navigating those trials? The moments you've experienced joy and happiness, the changes within yourself that you actually do love? The new friends that you've gained, the sports that you're starting to realize that you're actually pretty good at? What about the times you worked really hard to get that grade and you did it, you accomplished it? And what about your growing sense of humor that people are actually starting to respond positively to? These are the changes that I want to take a moment and reflect on before you enter middle school. Think of one now. What is a change that's happening to you right now that you actually love? Begin to ask yourself, how are these changes working for me instead of against me? How can I utilize these strengths for my benefit and have a positive experience in middle school? At the beginning of the year, I spoke to you all on the football field about how you are going to get so many choices in middle school. So many awesome things are coming your way. You get to start choosing some of your classes. You get to decide what interests you have for your future career. I also spoke to you about making sure that you had a trusted adult that you can speak to when those choices get difficult. I spoke to you about making sure that you take care of one another. You have to begin to make choices with how you will handle all of these changes. I want to tell you a story. I've been a foster parent and a step parent to many children in their adolescent years. I've helped to guide these children through these difficult years of change. Today, I want to tell you about a young lady who is going through many, many changes at this same point in her life. Everything from her parents divorcing to low grades and low self-esteem. She went into middle school and began to understand that while so much around her and within her was changing, this could be a positive thing. There were struggles, of course, difficult friendships to navigate, uncomfortable moments with family dynamics, insecurity, and self-doubt. But through all of this, she began to find herself. She focused on how all of these changes could be positive. We had a saying, you may have heard of it, you do you. And that is exactly what she did. I want to read for you the speech that she gave at her 8th grade culmination. Change. Change defined my middle school years, my family, friends, laughter, and tears. I began my Pinecrest journey at Horizon many years ago. My grades, my confidence, my work started low. Friends came and went as they were changing too. I knew I needed to set goals, so much work to do. I started seeing value and success in my grades, confidence, abilities, priorities all began to raise. Change. Change defined my middle school years, family, friends, laughter, and tears. Then I moved to Cadence and wanted to make my mark. I tried new things and light began to take over dark. I was sure to be the type of friend I wanted to keep. Positive activities allowed my self-esteem to leap. Theater, cheer captain, volleyball, and choir, my academics and extracurriculars flared up like fire. Change. Change defined my middle school years, family, friend, laughter, and tears. And you, my peers, trusted me to take lead, so I became president and built a community good deed by good deed. Middle school has taught me to come out of my shell. In just a few hours, we will come upon our last bell. As we enter this new experience of challenge of high school, I sincerely want to take a minute and ask you, will you make new goals and set them high? Will you be kind to others? Because in the blink of an eye, This time will also be over so soon. You will set your life in motion and define your tune. We have to come together and focus on our time, because while change is inevitable, it's more about our climb. Her journey in middle school was full of change, and yours will be too. How will you look back on your time? It is my sincere hope that you will learn from so many who have gone through these years before you, and you look back with confidence that you gathered up all of that change that was happening in your life and you put it to work for you. I hope you choose to explore new things and work outside of your comfort zone. I hope that you choose a trusted adult that you can turn to when things get tough to navigate. And I hope, most of all, that you choose to take care of one another, because you need each other during these important years of change. I am so proud of the leaders that you have become. You have really done some incredible things at Pinecrest Cadence Elementary School. And I am so excited to see how you take all of these choices and changes that are coming your way, and you define a pathway that's right for you in middle school and make it a great experience. You do you. Change is coming, class of 2027. What will you make of it?